Hello, Capri's in bits. Let's find out what went wrong. So, taking the head off the little 1.8, piston 1, 2, 3, 4, all present and in good state. There was the first sign something was wrong. Can you make that out? Oily water, which has gotten into my exhaust, which doesn't look pretty. Turbo covered it in it all. Yeah. And then I took the head off after the exhaust was off. And what I've been saying, and what I fully expected to see, and for some reason I had my eyes looking straight towards number one, isn't the case. So I was expecting a hole in one of these, usually around here or here. So I was a bit confused at first. So eat humble pie time. I was wrong. I really thought I was going to find a hole in one of them where it had melted. But turns out I've used a cheap head gasket, which at the time I don't think I considered too much. Firing has failed. And I'm not too sure if it's the firing itself that was the part that let go first, because the head gasket itself looks, well, it don't look anything, it's gone. I mean, the element itself has just completely been burnt away. Focus phone. And then the firing went with it. What side is this? Not that side. That side. So it's cylinder one. Ignore that bit of damage. I was having a bit of a faff leaving that on, trying to get the bloody head off with the studs in place, with bolts in place. So it's cylinder one that's gone. It's gone straight into the water jacket. And the oil was contaminated as well, so I believe it's done enough to get into that. Well, I don't know where, but either way there was oil in there. I don't know. So that's the problem. Now what do I do next? I don't know. I could put a multi-layer steel on there and it'd probably be fine. But why did it go wrong? It was pinking quite a bit at weird stages. It wasn't doing it all the time. It certainly wasn't doing it under full throttle, but it was doing it at just these weird random moments where he was just cruising or something. And that's what's caused that firing to go. It's just melted it a bit. It's just caused a bit too much heat in that little area. Maybe it was the propagation front, I don't know. Did it on the exhaust side of the engine. Do I just stick another head gasket on and just go from there? I don't know. I've bought enough bits to start building up my ST engine. Head still with the engineering firm. Just depends whether I want to rip all that back out, innit, and convert it back to blacktop configuration, like the power steering pump and just stuff like that. It's not too challenging, but it's a good day's work swapping it all back over. I really thought that engine be toast, and it's not. I got some thinking to do. I mean, the block looks fine. The head looks fine as well. Right, there we are. That's your update. And that's my bloody update too. So I don't know where to go from here. I'll have to have a think and revisit. I suppose nothing's happening for the ST engine until the head comes back. Annoyingly though, I did just order some ARP conrod bolts. And note to anyone who may care, it's quite common that the rods on the ST170 actually use a larger stud. So if you are trying to buy ARPs for your blacktop or your ST170 blacktop, you need to note that they might not be the same stud. Do this properly. Do it properly, he says. They're M9, where standard ones, particularly the one in there, will be M8. Okay, I'll update where I'm going next. Look at that purple. New colour is amazing.